Hare Krishna everyone. Thanks for joining Srimad Bhagavatam class. Let's start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudarayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Rottama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Today we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, 7th chapter, 8th sloka. Let me share my screen. Please repeat after me. Hope you are able to see my screen. Sasamhitam Bhagavatim.
Krishna, we can see your desktop.
Not able to see this sloka, Prabhuji?
No. No problem.
No. But no, Prabhuji?
Yeah, it is started screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah, now we can
Yeah,
see.
please repeat after me. Sasamhitam Bhagavatim.
Sasamhitam Bhagavatim
Krutvanukramya Chatmajam
Krutvanukramya Chatmajam
Shukham Adhyapayam Asha
Sukham Adhyapayam Asha
Nivritti Niratam Munihi
Nivritti Nirmatam Munihi
Sasamhitam Bhagavatim
Sasamhitam Bhagavatim
Kritvanukramya Chatmajam
Krutvanukramya Chatmajam
Shukham Adhyapayam Asha
Sukham Adhyapayam Asha
Nivritti Niratam Munuhu.
Nivritti Niratam Munuhu.
What word meaning? Sa, that Samhitam, Vedic literature, Bhagavatim, in relation with the personality of Godhead. Krutva, having done. Anukramya, by correction and repetition. Cha, and Atmajam, his own son. Shukham, Sukadeva Goswami. Adhyapayam sa Asha, taught. Nivritti, path of self-realization. Niratam, engaged. Munihi, the sage. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great sage Vyasadeva, after compiling the Srimad Bhagavatam and revising it, taught it to his own son, Sri Sukadeva Goswami, who was already engaged in self-realization. Purport. Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural commentation on the Brahma Sutras, compiled by the same author. This Brahma Sutra or Vedanta Sutra is meant for those who are already engaged in self-realization. Srimad Bhagavatam is so made that one becomes at once engaged in the path of self-realization simply by hearing the topics. Although it is specially meant for the Paramahamsas or those who are totally engaged in self-realization, it works into the depth of the hearts of those who may be worldly men. Worldly men are engaged in sense gratification, but even such men will find in this Vedic literature a remedial measure for their material diseases. Sukadeva Goswami was a liberated soul from the very beginning of his birth, and his father taught him Srimad Bhagavatam. Amongst the mundane scholars, there is some diversity of opinion as to date of compilation of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is, however, certain from the text of the Bhagavatam that it was compiled before the disappearance of King Parikshit and after the departure of Lord Krishna. When Maharaj Parikshit was ruling the world as the king of Bharatavarsha, he chastised the personality of Kali. According to revealed scriptures and astrological calculation, the age of Kali is in its 5,000 year. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam was compiled not less than 5,000 years ago. Mahabharata was compiled before Srimad Bhagavatam, and the Puranas were compiled before Mahabharata. That is an estimation of the date of compilation of the different Vedic literature. The synopsis of Srimad Bhagavatam was given before the detailed description under instruction of Narada. Srimad Bhagavatam is the science for following the path of Nivritti Marga. The path of Pravritti Marga was condemned by Narada. That path is the natural inclination for all conditioned souls. The theme of Srimad Bhagavatam is the cure of the materialistic disease of the human being, or stopping completely the pangs of material existence. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachyatya Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gauravaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Kankaroti Mata Mangayate Pangamangayate Girim Yat Krupatam Aham Vande Sri Gurun Tenataram Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminati Namine Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripaladaya. So here Vyasadeva wrote the Srimad Bhagavatam, and then he revised it and he explained to his son Sukadeva Goswami. Right? So here it is said Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural commentation of Brahma Sutra. So Vyasadeva wrote originally one Veda, and then he divided that Veda into 4 Vedas. And he again divided into, because to understand clearly for different kind of people, he divided the 4 Vedas into 108 Upanishads. And then he wrote Mahabharata. So Mahabharata is a Itihasa. So that is meant for less intelligent people so that they can understand in an easy way. And then he wrote 18 Puranas. And then he wrote Vedanta Sutra or Brahma Sutra. It is mentioned. So it is written by Vyasadeva only. Again, the same author, Vyasadeva, wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural commentary on the Brahma Sutra or Vedanta Sutra. Okay, so what does Vedanta Sutra says? It is like essence of all the Vedas, meaning you have to do like this, sutras, right? Example, Atoto Atato Brahma Jijnasa means one should inquire about Brahma. So this may be understood by different ways by different people. But Srimad Bhagavatam immediately says in 1.1.1, the absolute truth can be understood, can be realized as Brahman, Paramatman, and Bhagavan. And ultimately, Bhagavan is the full realization. So that is how Srimad Bhagavatam explains clearly. Okay. So also Srimad Bhagavatam is meant for Paramahamsas. So Paramahamsas can understand easily. So Sukadeva Goswami is self-realized soul. He stayed in his mother's womb for 16 years, hoping that if he comes out of the womb, he will be disturbed by the material nature. So that is the reason he stayed 16 years. And Vyasadeva prayed to the Lord Krishna because it is very painful for his wife, Vyasadeva. So by the assurance of Krishna, he came out. As soon as he came out, he started going to the forest because he don't want to disturbed by this material nature. So then Vyasadeva sent his 4 disciples and he chanted the glorification of the Krishna, and then he attracted and he came back and he listened Srimad Bhagavatam from Vyasadeva. So here he is a self-realized soul, so he can understand easily. So unless we give up the contaminations, this material world, the attachment to this material nature, we cannot understand the Srimad Bhagavatam, the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. But slowly, if a person, a worldly person also, slowly started listening to the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam, ultimately he can get attraction and understand slowly. Okay. So we should hear the Srimad Bhagavatam from the authorized acharyas. So Sukadeva's Vyasadeva is acharya, and then he is making another acharya by teaching this Srimad Bhagavatam to his son. So there is no difference between son and the disciple. So every parent's responsibility is to teach the teachings, the spiritual knowledge, making the child to Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, we should not have this family life. What Shastras are saying, we have to give up this family life, unless if we are not able to teach the spiritual knowledge to the generations, to our children. And we need to hear the spiritual knowledge from the acharyas. Acharyopasanam Krishna. Acharyopasanam. Krishna is personally acting as acharya. And also, we should not hear from the Mayavadis, like professional speakers. They interpret in their own ways. Like Mayavadis, they interpret in their own ways. Like they say that when we are satisfied, Lord will be satisfied, something like that. So if we satisfy our senses, Lord will be satisfied. That is their interpretation. So so Kali Yuga is very peculiar condition, no knowledge, ignorance, and so we have to take Nivritti Marga. Srimad Bhagavatam teaches this Nivritti Marga. So there are 2 things, Nivritti Marga and Pravritti Marga. Pravritti Marga is easily attracted by worldly people. What does it? Pravritti Marga means just karmis. They enjoy working hard and satisfying their senses, like this. 4 pillars of sinful life, right? Illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, gambling, all this comes under Vritti Marga. It will gives the temporary happiness, but Nivritti Marga gives ultimate happiness. So Srimad Bhagavatam teaches this Nivritti Marga. The path of Nivritti Marga is ultimate destination, and the path of Pravritti Marga is temporary, will take the life again and again in this material world. So Narada Mahamuni is condemned this Pravritti Marga. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the cure of the material diseases of the human life. So this human life is diseased. So we are not in the natural condition. So the natural condition of this soul is to serve the Supreme Lord. So we are not serving the Supreme Lord, we are serving our senses. So we have to purify our senses. We have to we have to get away from this disease, cure this disease, material disease, and then enlighten our spiritual consciousness by taking this Srimad Bhagavatam, following the great acharyas. Okay. So I'll stop here. If you have any questions, please let me know. And today is Amalakaya Ekadasi. So Ekadasi is very dear to Lord Vishnu. So we have to engage in the service of the Lord by chanting, hearing of the glories, and reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. So I'll just give just one pastime of Amalakaya Ekadasi. So in Brahmanda Purana, there is a nice story about King Chitraratha. He and his citizens strictly observed Amalakaya Ekadasi every time. So a hunter unknowingly stayed awake that night near the observance. So in the city, everybody is following the Ekadasi and doing vrata, like chanting and reading the glories of Lord. So by accidentally participating in that person, a hunter, he was blessed in his next life with a royal birth and a devotion. So what we can understand is, even unintentionally, association with the Ekadasi brings spiritual upliftment. Hare Krishna. So now we'll chant 2 malas of Hare Krishna mantra. Let me share my screen again. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, a very nice lecture, and very nicely you have explained. But I have one little question that you said. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you?
Yeah, Mataji, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji, I can.
So, Prabhuji, I have one question that you said. I mean, if normal people, if they will listen that to satisfy ourselves, if we are satisfied, then Lord will automatically get satisfied. This sentence for normal people, it's actually.
No, Mataji. What I'm saying is, it was interpreted by Mayavadi's philosophies like that.
Yes, Prabhuji, that's what I am saying. Mayavadi philosophy is also one philosophy, and if normal people will listen this, they will get attracted with this sentence, and they will act like that, that we have to satisfy ourselves. But if we are spiritual enlightened, then it doesn't make any sense for any spiritual people. Can you just little, if you have time, if we have time, then can you please elaborate it with some examples so that I can get more?
Yes, yes, Mataji. See, when we are satisfied, meaning if our senses are satisfied, right? So if our senses are satisfied, we are entangled, right? So we are entangled again and again in this material world. We will get attachment, we will get the karma. But when our senses are engaged in the service of the Lord, He is the owner of our senses, right? So when we engage our senses in His service, so that is the ultimate. Okay, then Lord will be satisfied and we will be satisfied. Right, Mataji? Any questions still?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Correct.
I got you.
Yeah, let me share my screen. Prabhuji, you want to add anything? Can I share the screen and chant?
We'll start chanting, Prabhuji. Please start.
Yeah, correct.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivachadi Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर स्वासादि गौर भक्तवृंद
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for joining today's Bhagavatam class plus Japa. Today is very auspicious. Whatever the devotional service that you do, it will multiply by 100 times. So I encourage all of you to do more chanting, more reading Krishna conscious books like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and take more devotee association, hearings, Ramanam, Srila Prabhupada lectures, and suitable for fasting. Try to be minimally fasting from beans and grains. You can have fruits, milk, juice, all other items, minimally fasting from beans and grains. So it will improve your spiritual strength and it will make you near to the Lord. We'll conclude here with that by chanting. Let's thank His Grace Surya Kanti Nitai Prabhu for giving nice Srimad Bhagavatam class by chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Let's offer our prayers to Lord Narasimhadeva for the protection of our congregation and as well as entire world. Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mutyur Namamiham. Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mutyur Namamiham. Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mutyur Namamiham. Narasimha Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Our next Srimad Bhagavatam class will be on Monday morning 6:30 a.m. We'll have Sunday feast this Sunday and we are having a special festivity on Tuesday, March 3rd, Gaura Purnima celebrations. I encourage all of you to join Gaura Purnima celebrations in the evening 6:45 p.m. onwards and get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Through that you will get mercy of Srimati Radharani and Lord Sri Krishna. So you can come and bathe the Lordships with your own hands. It's a golden opportunity. We'll discuss more pastimes about Gaurakatha in our upcoming sessions. So chant more and be happy, stay safe. With that, we will conclude here. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। भगवान श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की जय। अमल पुराणम श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे हरे बोल। हरे कृष्ण। सी यू ऑल ऑन संडे फीस्ट।